Hello and welcome to another lecture of the Law of the Sea. I am Muhammad Tahmidul Islam, lecturer, Department of Law, World University of Bangladesh, and we are going to talk about conservation of marine resources. Introduction. The ocean is one of Earth's most valuable natural resources. It provides food in the form of fish and shellfish. About 200 billion pounds are caught each year. It's used for transportation, both travel and shipping. It provides a treasured source of recreation for humans. It is mined for minerals, salt, sand, gravel, and some manganese, copper, nickel, iron, and cobalt can be found in the deep sea, and drilled for crude oil. Marine conservation. Marine conservation, also known as marine resources conservation, is the protection and preservation of ecosystem in oceans and seas. Marine conservation focuses on limiting human-caused damage to marine ecosystems and on restoring damaged marine ecosystems. Marine conservation also focuses on preserving vulnerable marine species. It is the protection and preservation of ecosystems in the ocean and seas through planned management in order to prevent the exploitation of these resources. Marine conservation is driven by the manifested negative effects being seen in our environment, such as species loss, habitat degradation, and changes in ecosystem. It functions and focuses on limiting human-caused damage to marine ecosystems, restoring damaged marine ecosystems, and preserving vulnerable species and ecosystems of the marine life. Marine conservation is a relatively new discipline which has developed as a response to biological issues such as extinction and marine habitats change. Marine conservationists rely on a combination of scientific principles derived from marine biology, oceanography, and fisheries science, as well as on human factors such as demand for marine resources and marine law, economics, and policy, in order to determine how to best protect and conserve marine species and ecosystems. Marine conservation may be described as a subdiscipline of conservation biology. Marine conservation has been addressed in Sustainable Development Goal that ensures sustainable use of marine resources for sustainable development. International laws and treaties related to marine conservation include the 1966 Convention on Fishing and Conservation of Living Resources of the High Seas. United States laws related to marine conservation include the 1972 Marine Mammal Protection Act, as well as the 1972 Marine Protection, Research and Sanctuaries Act, which established the National Marine Sanctuaries Program. Since 2006, United Nations introduced Vulnerable Marine Ecosystem concept for the management of deep-sea fisheries in the areas beyond national jurisdiction. This concept has been transposed by the European Parliament for Atlantic European waters. Additionally, marine conservation is included in the United Nations Framework of Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, most notably SDG 14. So, here in this picture, we are seeing that we are throwing away plastic bags and plastic bottles which live for thousands of years on the sea, and which, if the fishes ingest it, they cannot actually digest that plastic particle, and it becomes part of their body, and if we eat the fish, microplastics can go into our body as well, which is really harmful for us. So we have to do something to preserve the marine ecosystem, to conserve the marine resources, and to help those marine resources get out of extinction. So it is our duty as the people of the world to conserve the marine resource, and for that we have specific international laws and regulations. Countries must follow these laws, these regulations, to actually preserve the marine resources. So I hope you have understood the lecture content, and if you face any difficulty in understanding the lecture content, feel free to ask in the comment section. I will answer accordingly. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you all in the next lecture.